In the year 1002, a union was formed that would shape the course of English and Norman history. Emma of Normandy, a young and ambitious woman, crossed the waters from her Norman homeland to become the bride of England's king, Æthelred the Unready. This marriage was not a simple affair of the heart. It was a calculated political move designed to fortify alliances between two powerful regions. The England that Emma entered was a land fraught with tension and uncertainty. Ethelred, known to many as the Unready, a title that hinted more at ill-advised counsel than personal incompetence, faced mounting pressure from Viking threats and internal strife. Normandy, Emma's homeland, had its own struggles with the Vikings, making this marriage a strategic alliance against common foes. Emma's arrival in England was met with both anticipation and skepticism. She took on the English name Ælfgifu, a symbolic gesture of her willingness to embrace her new role as queen consort and an attempt to assimilate into the fabric of English society. As queen, Emma brought with her not just the promise of Norman support, but also a sense of sophistication and cultural exchange. Normandy, at this time, was a land where Norse and Frankish cultures mingled, creating a rich tapestry of traditions, languages, and ideas. Emma, fluent in both Latin and Old English, quickly adapted to her new court, using her diplomatic skills to navigate the intricate politics of Ethelred's reign. Her marriage to Ethelred was initially a hopeful venture. They presented a united front, embodying the alliance between England and Normandy. However, the union was also marked by its share of challenges. Ethelred's rule was plagued by Viking raids, most notably those led by Svein Forkbeard of Denmark. The ever-present threat of invasion cast a shadow over their marriage, testing their resolve and the very purpose of their union. Despite these adversities, Emma and Ethelred's marriage bore fruit. They had several children, ensuring a dynastic continuity that was crucial for England's future. Among their offspring were Edward and Alfred, who would later play pivotal roles in the complex web of English succession and politics. Emma's role as a mother was not just confined to the nursery. She was deeply involved in the future of her children and the kingdom they were destined to inherit. Emma's position in court was complex. As a foreign queen, she was viewed with a mixture of admiration and suspicion. Her influence on Ethelred was evident, as she brought a new perspective to the English court's dealings. Emma advocated for stronger defenses against Viking incursions and worked to solidify alliances with other European powers. Yet, her Norman heritage meant that some in the English court saw her as an outsider, someone who might place Norman interests above those of England. Through all these challenges, Emma displayed remarkable resilience. Her marriage to Ethelred was not merely a personal union, but a statement of political intent. It symbolized a commitment to a shared destiny between England and Normandy, a destiny that would have profound implications for the future. As queen, Emma navigated the treacherous waters of medieval politics with a grace and determination that would cement her legacy in history. However, the marriage was not without its personal trials. Ethelred's moniker, the Unready, reflected the turmoil and indecision that often characterized his reign. His policies, sometimes erratic and influenced by poor counsel, led to moments of strain in their partnership. Emma, with her political acumen and the support of her Norman kin, often found herself at odds with the prevailing strategies of Ethelred's court. Despite this, she remained a steadfast queen, striving to balance her duties as both a loyal wife and a shrewd political player. As the years progressed, the Viking threat loomed ever larger. The marriage that had begun as a beacon of hope now faced the grim reality of relentless raids and the prospect of invasion. Svein Forkbeard's incursions into English territory grew bolder, testing the very fabric of Ethelred's kingdom. In this tumultuous landscape, Emma's role evolved from that of a consort to a figure of resilience and fortitude. Her story during these years is one of adaptation and endurance, setting the stage for her continued influence in the years to come. Emma's marriage to Ethelred in 1002 was more than a mere alliance. It was a union of two worlds, Norman ambition and English tenacity. Though the years ahead would bring challenges that neither could have foreseen, Emma's influence as queen consort laid the groundwork for a legacy that would echo through the annals of English and Norman history. From this union came not just children, but the seeds of a new era, where the destinies of England and Normandy would become inextricably linked. And in Emma, the English found not just a queen, but a woman whose resolve and vision would outlast the reign of her husband, guiding her into an even more profound role in the chronicles of medieval Europe. And that wraps up the second chapter of our journey into the life of Emma of Normandy, a queen whose marriage to Æthelred the Unready marked the beginning of a complex and turbulent legacy. This story is far from over. In the next episode, we'll delve into Queen Emma's role during the Viking raids led by Sweyn Forkbeard and explore how she navigated the chaos surrounding King Ethelred's final days. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next part of Emma's incredible saga. See you in the next chapter.